Hey guys, if your engine is leaking oil from the top and you keep seeing it all around the cover, it's probably your valve cover gasket. Today I'll show you how to fix it the right way. I am working on a 2011 Chevrolet Aveo, but can work on Sonic, Cruze or Malibu that have the same Ecotec engine. Look at all that oil leaking down the side of the engine. This old gasket is cracked and completely shot. There are multiple Torx screws here. You can either use a 6-point socket or 12-point socket. I used a 5/16 socket here. Let's take this ignition coil cover off. Now take that back bracket and side bracket off. It just slides up. As you can see, there are 3 bolts behind as well. Let's take all plugs out that are connecting to the valve cover or might potentially interfere with taking that valve cover off. Let's take these bolts out now. These bolts don't come out completely as they stay in the valve cover itself. You just need to make sure they're loose enough. Let's take the coil pack harness plug. Also, we will take out the negative from the battery just in case if I accidentally hit something. Let's take the coil pack screws out. Once the coil pack is out, you can see there is another bolt holding the valve cover. Let's take that out as well. I am going to put some paper towel pieces in the coil pack holes so that dirt doesn't go in or if I drop something inside accidentally. Let's pry the cover out using a flat blade screwdriver. I just realized that this harness in this plastic casing is very tight and there is another sensor plug underneath that same harness cover. You will see that shortly. Now you can keep prying and work your way around the cover until it comes out completely. The cover was loose from the front, but it was giving me a hard time from the back. Then I saw that there is another hose connecting to the back. Need to take that out. All you need to do now is to slide out the valve cover and make sure there is no wire stuck to it that might get damaged. Now we need to take out this old gasket. It's brittle, so I am using my flat blade and a pick to take the gasket out. We need to clean the whole aluminum cylinder head where the gasket sat. Try to not put too much of that dirt and gunk in the cylinder head area. I am just using my screwdriver to take off some of the stubborn gunk on the cylinder head. Let's put the new gasket on that valve cover, and when you are putting it, make sure you are putting it the right way. You cannot mess up putting the gasket wrong. But you can accidentally put it backwards before you even realize it, and then you have to start over again. Don't ask me how I know that. The valve cover is ready to put back to the cylinder head, so let's do that. Be careful, as the screws might get stuck in the wrong hole and could give you a hard time. Also, make sure that none of the wires or wiring harness are stuck in between before you decide to tighten up the screws. Let's put everything back now, starting with the back hose under the harness. Let's tighten up all the valve cover screws. You can start by threading a little bit of all screws, then you can go crisscross and only few threads at a time on each screws, so that the valve cover sits evenly. You can torque it to specs, or I did it just enough hand tight. I may tighten up the screws more later when I drive it around a bit, and if there are no leaks. As the gasket heats up, it might settle more and the screws may need a half a crank. Let's put the harness cover back and slide it in the valve cover bracket. Put all the plugs back as well and double check to make sure we didn't miss anything. Time for the coil pack to go in. Make sure you take out all the paper towels from the coil pack holes before you attempt to put the coil pack, as you can accidentally push the paper towel farther and it could give you a hard time taking out those paper towel pieces. Put the coil pack screws in and make sure it's torqued to spec. I skipped the torque part as my friend has borrowed my torque wrench and he will return it on weekend. I will do the torque after. Don't over-tighten or you'll crush the new gasket. Last thing now, put the coil pack cover. Start the engine and check for leaks. If everything looks dry, you're done. Simple fix that saves you a lot of oil and headaches. Drop a like if this helped, and comment what car you're working on. Subscribe for more quick DIYs.